Today on Toy Shiz, just as a warning, not one single Transformer will be transformed. Let's talk toys. Welcome back, everyone. Toy Shiz here, and we're just going through the motions at this point, right? Talking about all the different lines and recapping 2021. A lot of the action figure lines that I'm a huge fan of, or some that even I just kind of dabble in from time to time. There are so many Transformers. Over the years, I've collected many Transformers. So at this point with Transformers Kingdom and such, I'm kind of glad they're going more towards the Beast Wars aspect because it's just not really my thing. Never really been my thing. But the Transformers Studio series and the remnants of Kingdom, specifically the 86 G1 Transformers, well, that's right up my boat. So we're kind of go through what I kind of got through 2021, what I'm really digging as far as Transformers, and really what I'd like to see going forward, being that I have so many Transformers as it is. It's kind of nice just to have these, maybe get a few here and there throughout the year, and I think I'll be set as far as Transformers go. So sit back, relax, grab yourself a nice hot cup of coffee. This is a look back at 2021's offerings for Transformers Siege, Transformers Earthrise, and Transformers Kingdom, kind of all thrown together a little bit, utilizing the Transformers Studio Series 86. Here we go. Now, first and foremost, this is one of those Transformers figures that it's like the anti-Transformers figure, and I really dig that about this guy. Plus, it's creepy as heck. He was creepy in the Transformers 86 movie, and of course, I'm talking about the Quintesson Judge, guilty or innocent. You know, it was just great. I remember watching that as a kid. Transformers 86, the cartoon movie, just blew my mind as a kid. I had no idea what was happening. But it really has become quite a favorite of mine. And really, when I think of G1, that's like the first thing I think of now. It played such a heavy role in just my idea of Transformers, along with the Sharkticons and the Alicons and all those different little Quintesson minions that they had in that one particular, well, a couple particular scenes. But, you know, the destruction of Kranix, basically. But these are great figures as well. So much fun to have the Sharkticon, the Alicon, just various versions of these characters, and just the way they transform and everything else. They look so cool. And one thing I don't have, actually, is the San Diego Comic-Con, the Quintesson pit layer sort of thing with Kranix and the alternate Quintesson, was it the Bailiff or something like that, and then you have the Judge as well. So it's definitely on the list, but it is ones that I still need to pick up, which brings us to the crazy guy, right, from Transformers 86, Eric Idle, famously voiced Wreck-Gar. Very cool figure. And for whatever reason, these are such amazing 80s colors. This really brown, red, light red sort of motif with the green and the wheels. The mustache, it is just a very cool, hands down, one of the best Wreck-Gar figures that has been made just yet. Which brings us to Jazz, and then a small little Spike Witwicky kind of thing. It's not the greatest, but it does the trick as far as trying to get a good Transformers 86 collection. Jazz is just okay to me. I don't think he's as big a standout as, say, the other figures. He wasn't a huge player in the movie, of course, but for what it is, for what this particular Jazz does, he's pretty good, and he transforms fairly well. Now, Galvatron here, this is a nice looking figure. The one discrepancy, I will just say, is that you'll see in a second, kind of Scourge's colors. More so, I think of Galvatron being more of a animation purple than this type of purple. And I've gone back and kind of seen, I mean, I see what they're going for. I just, in the depths of space, just looks like he had a different color to me. But Matrix and all, that's one good looking Galvatron. And then you got all the minions of Unicron and Galvatron. So you got Cyclonus, right? The warrior. This guy is pretty dang cool. I actually really like, one, what they did with his old little bunny ears, and two, just the way he transforms and everything else. this is a very cool, very well done Cyclonus, and he almost makes me want to get two of them just to kind of reenact that scene properly. But I can reenact the scene with Scourge and his sweeps, right? Scourge is the tracker, which again has excellent 80s colors. I think that the blues really work well for Scourge. He's got his really odd pink fingernails, right? From Fluoro Dearies, old illustrations. And then you have the really cool colors for the sweeps as well. Now, I did get two of them. I don't normally army build. I've been saying that quite a bit lately. Like, oh, I don't normally do this, but I do it in the sense of that's what appeared on the cartoon. And it goes, oh, it's sweeps, plus it's sweeps, plural. It makes no sense, regardless of how you look at Transformers 86 when everybody's turning into whatnot. So, yes, if I see another Cyclonus, there's a possibility, but I think the sweeps work better as a duo than just a singular, just saying. Which brings us to the Dinobots. Grimlock, and he came with a little tiny wheelie. Not the biggest fan of wheelie. I think that was one of the more annoying parts of Transformers 86. He's not full-on 80s annoying, you know, and then when he has little child sidekicks, stuff like that, but he's borderline. We put up with Wheelie. We're just going to say. Grimlock, he's a great figure, but he's not like fantastic Grimlock, but he's still an awesome. I'm torn in the middle, but either case, I really do like him, but I see the issues, especially with the tail and such like that. And then you have Sludge, or Slag, whatever you're going to call it, and Daniel. So you have Daniel, Witwicky, which they work together really well. I actually really like that. You know, and he walks in, he's like, excuse me. I love that movie. Anyways, so the colors are good on him. He looks all like a robot Triceratops, and then you got Daniel riding him up top. Very cool. Bring on more Dinobots, I say, for the Transformers 86. And then you have the new cast, right? So when I was a kid watching this, I was like, where's Optimus Prime? Where's Megatron? Whole cast completely wiped out, literally. And now we got the new cast. So really cool. RC, I like the change up for the Ultra Magnus. He's not quite Siege. He's more 86, so I definitely dig that. You have Hot Rod, the guy who killed Optimus Prime. You got Cup, you got Blur, and you got Springer. So if you've collected them over the years with all the Siege and Earthrise and everything else, yeah, you could put together one really cool looking Transformers 86, the new kids on the block lineup, right? And then to go from transforming Transformers to non-transforming Transformers, you have the R.E.D series, which is a Walmart exclusive, the Coronation Starscream. Now, I know people's thoughts and feelings on the R.E.D series. I don't mind it all too much because I've had several thousand transforming Transformers, so what's a non-transforming Transformer going to do, right, at this point? So, he comes with the cape. He comes with the crown. He looks really cool. Actually, this one's growing on me. I actually really like this one, to be quite honest with you. And believe it or not, yeah, you know, I think that he fits in rather well with the other Studio series or the Siege, Earthrise, Kingdom figures. So, here he is with Galvatron, and I would honestly say that in terms of what I think with scalage and Transformers, yeah, I think you do really well to include him in your collection. And then another R.E.D series. This one is brand new, actually. This is the reformatted Megatron. Now, I do have 3 versions of this R.E.D series. Megatron, I actually really like them. He doesn't exactly have the best accessories and swap outs and everything else, but just as a standalone figure, he's actually pretty cool. With the reformatted Megatron, I really do wish they would have gone more so with the reformatted print on him, really taking it into the face. I think that would have been really cool. That's always something that stands out. But that is one of my favorite scenes from Transformers 86. And then I have a really cool customized, something I found, Megatron, where he's all beat up. So you can go from pre-battle with Optimus Prime Megatron to Starscream throwing him out of Astro Train Megatron, and then of course Unicron's reformatting of Megatron himself, which leads us to Galvatron. Now, there are a few figures I would say that I definitely need for my Transformers 86 lineup. So I will be on the lookout for the Commander series Rodimus Prime. Definitely will grab him when I see him. Blaster just started hitting store shelves. Haven't come across one myself, but he's definitely on the list. And you got the Perceptor figure, which of course, one of those that could fit in with the new kids on the block. I would say Perceptor, he's kind of like he's off to the side. You know what I mean? Like, but he does look pretty cool, and plus turns into a giant microscope. So you can take that alternate reality Optimus Prime where he's dead, and yeah, I'll do that whole thing. When I get Perceptor, we'll have some more fun with that. But then there's also the new Coronation Starscream. Of course, he will transform. He comes with a throne. He looks pretty good. And because Starscream is one of my favorite Transformers, yeah, when I come across that guy, definitely will be getting him. And yes, I will fully admit, I am the worst Transformers collector on the planet. I don't have a Unicron, didn't grab one, should have grabbed one. Now, well, looking back at the time, I was kind of on the fence. It's a giant thing, but yeah. I am the worst for not getting a Unicron. I know that. And my Transformer friends let me know that on a daily basis. So that's going to wrap it up for my look at the entirety of what I've really cobbled together for 2021's offerings as far as Transformers go. Now, again, I will reiterate that I'm really hoping that they go more into the whole Beast Wars ensemble for 2022, being that there looks like that's going to be the topic of the next Transformers movie if it does come to fruition. So more Beast Wars means I get to stay out and watch from the sidelines because I am definitely happy with the collection of Transformers, especially now Transformers 86 and all the movie endeavors and characters and everything else that they are doing. Quite a grand lineup. I really like the scalature. I like the articulation on them. They transform for the most part, except for the Red series, of course. So you can really put together an excellent modern Transformers 86 setup for your shelves. But I am curious to know, as always, what you think about the Transformers series. What did you grab? Have you grabbed anything? And will you be a fan for 2022? Comment below. Let me know. Let's talk everything Transformers. And again, apologies, I'm not going to be transforming any of these things. Transformers that transform, I'm glad that they just kind of leave them in bot mode because, yeah, my transforming days are over. They're complicated as heck. I don't know if you guys have read those instructions, but yeah, good luck with that. So I'm going to leave you guys with this, and I'll catch you guys soon. Adios.
Behold, Galvatron, and these shall be your minions. Scourge, the Tracker, and his huntsman, the Sweeps. Cyclonus, the warrior, and his armada. And this shall be your ship.